Check, 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 check. All right. What's going on? Oh, yeah, no problem. I wanted to make sure I gave you guys plenty of time to hop on. You know what I mean? Plenty of time to hop on. What is poppin', Marissa? What's up? A little bit early. Tad bit. Going on YouTube. Is it going to get worse? We got some strong storms out there in northeastern Kansas right now, but we got what's ahead is much more significant than what's today. What's tonight? Well, at least from a... No, it's not a Charmander on my cup. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You're delusional. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is. All right. What about Des Moines? Look, Des Moines, you're really not expected to see any severe weather tonight. You got some rain showers moving through. Not really expected to be severe, though. Not really expected to be severe. General thunderstorms. Watch out for some flash flooding, potentially. How much rain in Kenosha tonight? Michigan? Oh, Wisconsin. Listen, I don't know. What does the Weather Prediction Center think? One to 2 inches tonight? Yeah, 1 to 2 inches tonight. Thunder in Chicago tonight? Maybe some little rumbles. You'll definitely have thunder in some of these days coming up. Definitely. I'm going to let a few more people hop in here, and then we're going to go over the latest. All right? All right. Told you guys we'd get these risk zones transitioning up into the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. I told you it was coming. I told you that these things were going to shift north and northeast, and boom. And boom. There you are. I do think we're going to have this, though, a little bit further south into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, maybe even Missouri. I do think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to end up being more of like a this. You know what I mean? So, we'll see, though. We'll see, though. I think almost everyone's in here. How many people got here? Got 80 people on TikTok. What's going on, Lake? What's going on, Jasmine? What's going on, Bryce? All right, you know what? We're gonna roll the. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? By the way, don't talk too much, YouTube. You're going crazy. Don't blow up the comments too much. All right. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run the intro, and then we're gonna get started. And I'm gonna go over everything, and then I'm going to. Yeah, there was a tornado in California, wasn't there? Tornado warning. It's gone. 70-mile-per-hour winds, though, with this storm about to move through Chowchilla. We're kind of in a radar hole here, not going to lie. I can't even find the radar. Can anyone find the freaking radar? Hello? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's down here and over here. A little bit of a radar hole. But Yeah, so strong winds moving through Chowchilla. Yeah, I'm not seeing a ton of rotation with this thing anymore. What's weird about this is, look, it was rotating clockwise. What the heck? What the? Isn't that interesting? Anticyclonic. It's anticyclonic tornado. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry. Anticyclonic tornado. Do you see how it was spinning clockwise? Not many tornadoes do that. Most tornadoes spin like this. At least it looks like it was spinning clockwise. So anyways, that's interesting. But Chowchilla. Yeah, there you go. Tornado warning is up. It's lifted. You're good. Anyways, let's, I don't know, roll the intro, and then maybe I'll tell you what's going on, and then maybe I'll answer all of your questions. How about that? Ow. Take it to the bank, cash it. I'm always right. I've never been wrong about anything in my entire life. Everything I've ever said has come true. For the most part, yeah, that's actually true.
We look a lot at the moon.
There it is. They look at the moon for our winter forecast. We've had 4 or 5 wiener wrist subs this week. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Daddy needs some coffee. All right.
Bob donated $1,000 and says, Connor, you are the best weatherman, and you're very tall,
Very
smart,
generous,
and
Bob.
handsome.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. Let's get this started. All right, I'm going to tell you guys what's happening, and then you're going to ask me questions. First, let's start with our severe weather. I'm going to turn off our warnings right now, and then we're going to get back to that. I'll let you, we're going to cover that. Hello. All right, let's get into our, here's what's going on tonight. We do have some severe weather in northeastern Kansas right now, so just be aware of that. Have your warnings on. Some strong to severe thunderstorms up there capable of producing some damaging wind, large hail, and maybe even a tornado or two up there tonight. We do have 1.5 inch radar indicated hail just to the northwest of Salina, Kansas, moving to the probably east-northeast. But there's your marginal tonight. It's a slight, but this is already ongoing. It's not too crazy. Tomorrow's not going to be too crazy either. We got a marginal stretching from portions of northeastern New Mexico through the Texas and Oklahoma Panhandle into southern Kansas out there towards southwestern Missouri, northwestern Kansas. Wind and hail threat. Wind, hail. So there you go. Not a tornado threat, although it is interesting. If you do look, there's some definitely vorticity in the area tomorrow if you look at the future reflectivity, which we'll look at later. By the way, here's your tornado threat tonight. Right up in here, northeastern Kansas, portions of southeastern, far southeastern Nebraska, and northwestern Missouri. All right, let's push into day 3. Here's your day 3 threat. This thing started to get a little bit more serious once we get into day 3. Our mid-level trough begins to move in, southwesterly flow meeting up with our low-level winds from the southeast south. So now we have crosswinds. That causes even extra rotation. The southerly, southeasterly winds at the low level begin to pull in a ton of instability, push up our dew points, push up our temperatures, create a lot of just a dangerous situation out here. Still not crazy, though. Saturday still could be pretty tame. But Sunday things start to look real. And we'll get into more details here in a second. Sunday starts to look real. Sunday, at the same time as it looks really real, though, is also really conditional. Meaning there's like a world where we barely get any, or we get no strong thunderstorms or severe thunderstorms on Sunday. I'm talking about people are like in my DMs like, Connor's Climate Corner, you suck. I'm unfollowing you. Never talking to you again. You told me we were going to get severe weather. There wasn't even a cloud in the sky. It was sunny all day. The birds were chirping. Like, that's the possibility on Sunday. Because we have something called inhibition. Well, there's some capping as well. There's a few things that are working against it. We could have a little bit of capping inversion, meaning a pocket of dry, warm air, a couple kilometers off the surface. That pretty much takes all of our instability and all of our craziness going down on the surface. Everything that's trying to pull our moisture up and create strong, severe supercells, mesocyclones that's trying to bring us all of our severe weather, that all could be capped by a layer of warm, dry air just above the surface, meaning nothing happens. But at the same time, if the cap breaks, the NAM sees it breaking. I don't think the Euro and GFS see it breaking. If the cap breaks, there is going to be so much piled up energy in this area. If the cap breaks, that energy is going to explode. And we could have very, very strong supercells. Very strong, severe thunderstorms in this region. So Sunday is going to be interesting, conditional, but the instability is there. And then we get into Monday. I don't think Monday and Tuesday are conditional. I think we're getting severe weather regardless. And by the way, I pointed this out earlier, but Sunday, Dallas, you're seeing severe weather. Monday, Dallas, you're seeing severe weather. Tuesday, Dallas, you're seeing severe weather. Wednesday, Dallas, you're seeing severe weather. Thursday, Dallas, you're probably seeing severe weather. I actually don't know about Thursday, but wouldn't that be funny? I'm just kidding. It's not funny, but I'm just saying Dallas is just in a stupid spot, unfortunately. Not the best spot to be in. I would say, I mean, same with like kind of out here. Eastern Oklahoma's in the same kind of boat. But anyways, so there's your Sunday. We get into Monday. Now we have severe weather stretching from Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way up to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Barron, Medford, Wisconsin, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. So don't think this is conditional. Pretty guaranteed to have severe weather. On Monday, we get into Tuesday and more severe weather. Again, I don't think it's conditional. We're going to have all hazards likely on Monday and Tuesday. So wind, hail, and tornadoes are all likely to, not likely, but definitely possible that day. And then I think this is Wednesday. I'm losing track now because we have so many days of severe weather in a row. Day 7. Someone, right? That's Wednesday, right? Right. So this is Wednesday, again, from Austin, Texas, all the way up to basically Chicago, Illinois, almost up to Madison, Wisconsin. So a ton of severe weather day after day after day after day after day. Really quickly, before I get to questions, I just want to quickly go over a few things. Okay, so first, let's talk about, listen, tonight and tomorrow, we're going to have some severe weather. Just keep your alerts on just in case. Not expected to be super major or anything like that. But just remember, this is our risk tonight. And tomorrow, this is our risk tomorrow. So marginal wind, hail threat through portions of Texas, Oklahoma, maybe northeastern New Mexico, central to southern Kansas, southwestern Missouri, northwestern Arkansas. Let's get into Saturday. Let's look at Saturday first. Why am I concerned with Saturday? As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to answer all your questions. This is around, we'll say 10 p.m. in the afternoon, CST, Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. You start to see these ripples in the mid-layer. I call the 500 millibar the upper atmosphere, the upper pattern. It's technically the middle pattern, so whatever. I throw those terms back and forth. These ripples, and I talked about them in a post the other day, these are our shortwave troughs embedded in our long, you could call it a long wave trough. And what these do is create vorticity maxima, just another way of saying they are spinning, rotating, and forcing air to rise out ahead of our main system, ahead of our main 500 millibar trough. So what that does is that that begins to fire storms off out ahead of your main 500 millibar shear, and then that shear up in the atmosphere starts to organize, spin, and kind of, what's a good way to say it? They just it begins to organize those storms so they're not a mess. As those storms get organized, they form into supercells, mesocyclones. They can start to put down, they can start to drop some hail. Tornadoes can begin to organize, stuff like that. So we watch out for these little ripples in the jet stream. Interestingly enough, so we are seeing these back here. I do get why the threat is mainly back here in Texas on Saturday. Again, not a crazy threat on Saturday. Definitely more significant, I think, than tonight or Friday. What's interesting, though, is here's our 700 millibar. Here's our 850. All of our low-level shear is actually way out ahead of our 750, our 700, and our 500. So all of our kind of dangerous surface shear is actually in eastern Texas. So if these short waves along the 500 millibar trough are kind of in the wrong spot, according to our modeling, and they end up a little bit out ahead here, this severe risk zone is definitely going to end up transitioning from where it is right now in western Texas to eastern Texas. And then there you go. Dallas, I said you had 4 straight days of severe weather. If that happens, get Dallas, you're going to have 5 straight days of severe weather. You'll be shifted into that Saturday threat. I don't know if that's going to happen, but just something interesting to watch. We're watching our main lift features out to the west of kind of our main southerly flow and 850 millibar trough here. So something to watch. Obviously, dew points. The gradients in western, which helps with lift, is in western Texas, but the higher dew points are in eastern Texas. This thing could shift a little east. Instability, you can see right now, is currently further in western Texas because this is where you're having more lift. where you have that dew point and temperature gradient. And so that's what's going on there. Okay. I want to get through this quickly so I can answer questions quickly into Sunday. Oh, wait. Nope. I want to stay here. Quickly into Sunday. Okay. Now, here we go. Let's just push into Sunday. We'll go into Sunday night-ish. Again, watching these short waves out ahead. Nothing crazy is happening in the mid layers of the atmosphere. I mean, Sunday doesn't look that insane to me. We are getting these ripples again, though, that we were watching. Some short waves that are going to try to fire off some storms. By the way, nice west-southwesterly flow. And what's that flowing into? It's probably going to be flowing into a pretty nice southerly flow on the 850. So here we go. Pushing forward on Sunday. Actually, there's really not. So here you go. This Sunday look. Sunday's looking honestly quite pathetic. What are we on the latest GFS? Now that I'm looking at it with you guys, we do have a southerly flow off the GFS, west southwesterly winds. We're gonna have rotation around this region. We're gonna have spin, but this is pretty pathetic. Actually, that's the 700. I forgot. Let's take a look at the low levels here. I mean, it's not terrible. There you go. It's not terrible. There's going to be some rotation out here in eastern Texas. There's going to be probably a tornado risk with this on Sunday. We take a look at our dew points as we get into Sunday. And, I mean, that's the one thing. There's going to be a lot more buoyancy. As the dew points go up, your air becomes more buoyant. That allows, and actually this is what I should have been looking at on Sunday, the dry line. But your air is a lot more buoyant. Your storms fire off much easier. We're probably, this is what I was talking about earlier, though. I'm wrapping my head around that I'm talking about Sunday right now. Sunday being very conditional. I told you guys there's a chance we get no thunderstorms that fire off on Sunday. 0. Because we could get some capping. That is possible, and I think this is one of the reasons. Our main instability is probably going to be out ahead here, but look where our forcing mechanism is. Look where this main dry line setup is. Again, it's out to the west. There's nothing to... We don't have the shear out to the west. We don't have our instability and our shear aren't fully in the correct spots. Let me actually quickly take a look at this with you. I promise I'll wrap this up in a second. Let me take a look at this with you. I want to see is our Rufus looking out this far yet? It should be, actually. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Rufus, and we'll go to the 18Z. Sometimes I'm actually looking at this for the first time with you guys. Some of these different parameters. All right, so Sunday, we want to look out here. Look at this. Look at Sunday. I mean, practically nothing. And this is the Rufus. The Rufus is a very aggressive model. There's 1 or 2 small updraft helicity tracks here. The Rufus sees nothing happening at all, practically on Sunday. Ain't that interesting? And again, why is that? Well, our main jet features are going to be out through eastern Texas, while our dry line sets up over central to western Texas. And if we take a look at what's going on with our temperatures out here too, as we get into Sunday, let's go into Sunday night. Let's go into Sunday night. Same thing. We don't have any sort of significant baroclinic boundary setting up over any sort of baroclinic boundary setting up over western Texas. When I say baroclinic boundary, that's where your lift is going to be. So, yeah, it's super conditional Sunday. There's going to be plenty of I'm just going to assume right now there's going to be a lot of instability. Yep, here we go. There it is. Read it like a book. There's all your instability Sunday. Instability doesn't matter, though, if it can't break through the cap. And with what I'm seeing right now, I'm going to continue to tell you Sunday is super conditional. We could end up with 0 severe storms on Sunday, or the cap could break and our dry line could shift slightly east, and we could end up with super strong storm Sunday. I wish I could give you a better answer for what's going to happen on Sunday, but there's some days that are really, really difficult to read. Sunday's one of them. Guess what's not one of them? Monday. And I'm almost done here. Here's Monday. Now you have your main feature. You could call it your mid-upper level pattern setting up. Strong 50 to 60 knot winds out of the southwest. That's severe weather. You go to your 700, same type of thing here. Look at the 700 millibar, strong shear out through this region. You go down to your lower levels. Look at what's happening here. Strong shear through the region. Everything is there. And then we take a look at what's happening with our temperatures. I'm assuming we're going to have a pretty hot day. Let's get into The heat's there. We don't have a crazy Bear Clinic boundary with our temperatures, but I do want to look at what's happening with our dew points. Here you go. And actually, I got to get back to you. I'll go back to the GFS here. And then I just have one more day I want to talk about, and then we're done here. Here you go. Monday, we're looking at, again, there you go. You've got a dry line out here as well. So we're going to get, I think we're going to get a decent amount of severe thunderstorm warnings, maybe some widespread tornado warnings as well on Monday. How it's looking right now, there's time for things to change. But things are where they're supposed to be. And getting into day 6, I'm not even going to go over day 7 right now. Here's your day 7 threat, by the way. This right here, if you're in this yellow area, I'm going to go over day 6, then I'm just going to get to your questions because, day 7, that's still going to be changing. Here's Tuesday. Tuesday has consistently looked the most dangerous to me. I mean, look at our 500 millibar, very, very strong jet streak through here. We're pushing almost 80 knots, 110 plus mile per hour winds up at the mid levels of the atmosphere, and then we're going to push we're going to take a look at our 700 millibar, same thing, and you can see this trough beginning to dig here. We can see our short waves right here across portions of Oklahoma and definitely Kansas and southeastern Nebraska. By the way, Tuesday, this looks dangerous there. And then getting into Tuesday, taking a look at our dry line. The dry line's there. You can see the vorticity in the dry line. Look, you can literally see the dew points spinning. Right now, taking a look at this for the first time with you, the updated GFS, I wouldn't say I'm very concerned about this region in particular, only because this is what we're looking at right now is 132 hours away. Well, more like 120 hours away. If this were closer and I was looking at these parameters right now, I would say this is going to be a moderate to high day. But there's plenty of time for this to change on Tuesday night. But Tuesday night looks aggressive to me. And then taking a look at the temperatures on Tuesday night, I want to get to. All right. So all right, I'm wrapping this up. There you go. You actually have a temperature gradient with it as well. Tuesday looks aggressive to me. By far. That's the best look for severe weather Tuesday. But things definitely start to ramp up Saturday, get worse Sunday. Well, they could get worse Sunday. Sunday could end up being nothing. Like I said, it's conditional. And then Monday and Tuesday get worse, Tuesday being the worst, potentially. And then we have another severe threat Wednesday, Thursday. And then we could repeat all this the week after that because we just have consistent storm systems and consistent troughing moving into the southwest, bringing that mid-level 500 millibar flow across the country, which is exactly what causes severe weather in April and May. I'm done. What's going on? You guys want to ask questions? Should we do speed round? Should we do speed round? And I answer as many questions as I can in the next 10 minutes. B, what's going on? Guys like my new cup?
Sorry.
All right, let's do speed round. I'm going to answer as many. It was anticyclonic, yeah. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can, all right?
Speed round initiating.
Whoa. Central to western Texas, western Oklahoma, and Kansas. And Nebraska, man, for Saturday. I was supposed to wear my glasses, but I'm feeling blind, so I'm not putting them on right now. When will it hit Kentucky? Kentucky's not really in any of these risk zones. I mean, it is as we get into Wednesday, actually. Kentucky is in our Wednesday risk zone, but barely. Western Kentucky. Now, Thursday, again, we're probably going to see some severe weather shift out there into the Ohio Valley. Maybe Friday we get out there towards the mid-Atlantic. Systems move east. Southeast New Mexico, we got some potential severe weather for you. That's going to be on Saturday. You should watch out. Maybe a little bit of a threat on Sunday, but then you guys are looking pretty good. Definitely Saturday, southeastern Mexico. That's kind of the main day you're watching. It's possible Sunday. Most of that should be off to your east, though. This is our Saturday threat. All hazards. I think we could see hail, wind, and tornado. I don't think we're going to see anything too intense. But, yeah, all hazards. When I say all hazards, that's mean there's probably going to be a tornado, hail, and wind risk. But I don't think they're going to be super, super significant. Like we could see on Tuesday, maybe Monday, maybe Sunday. It just depends. They're more Sunday's conditional, like I said. How did I already drink all this water? Jeez. I usually don't drink water. Any severe weather for Cambridge, Minnesota, Monday. Where's Cambridge, Minnesota? Probably not. It's possible, actually. It's possible. Look at that. Yeah. possible. I said that they would shift. Originally, this zone was like here or here, and I said this would shift north. I was correct. Except for I actually think they went too far north. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they'd shift the risk zone from like here to here. We're all the way up past St. Cloud at this point, but things are still developing. It could go further north. It could stay further south. There's going to be a pretty sharp cutoff line, I think, for this severe weather. It just has to do with our temperatures and where our instability cuts off up there, where our dew points cut off. But yeah, I mean, it's possible definitely Sunday to have severe weather that far north, Cambridge, Minnesota. Yeah. Definitely. And what's going on? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate anyone who follows, sub, gives it. I appreciate you guys. Any thunderstorms in Montreal possible? I'm so sick of winter. I know. That's how I feel up here. I'm in Minneapolis. It's been so freezing. We're finally about to warm up. I mean, we had 14-degree wind chill just a few days ago, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, something like that. But we're warming up now. Any severe weather up in Montreal? Probably not. Probably not. None of this severe weather looks like it's making it far enough north. So I don't think we're getting any severe weather in Canada yet. Canadian severe weather tends to be late April into May because then you start to get your dew points and your temperatures. You know, your warm dew points and your high dew points and your warm temperatures further north. So your instability moves further north. So, but as of right now, probably not. I mean, maybe you get a severe risk out there on, I don't know, Friday or Saturday or something, but it's going to be tough. You guys are May severe season, or May's your severe season. There comes the intro. Northeast Georgia's way overdue. Yep, except for there's going to be a big high pressure system sitting right there. That's not going to allow any severe weather. And actually, if we take a look at the satellite, we could probably see that high pressure system right now. Is it set up yet? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Well, there it is. There she is. She's getting set up. Let me actually go and show you. What's the best way to look at this? Probably upper. Let's put this into motion. All right, you can't fully see this. Gosh, what's the best way to look at this on here? Nope, that's invisible right now. No, I need to see it. This is not the opus. This is not the upper. Maybe I can see it on the short wave. Okay. Well, anyways, there's a high pressure system sitting out here. Oh, you can kind of see it. Actually, oh, you can see it. The high's like out here. And so you have winds actually. This is really, really high up in the atmosphere, rotating like this right here. But then you can see you kind of have a subtropical jet stream rotating or moving like that around. And then this moving over. See how the high pressure is parting our storm systems here. And this high pressure is actually going to get bigger and bigger and expand and move down here. And it's going to protect the southeast from any severe weather. And you guys are going to see pretty much no rainfall over the next week, which is bad because I know you need some rainfall in the Carolinas and in Georgia. Florida finally got some to help their drought, but I know Georgia and the Carolinas are still in a drought, need rainfall. Sorry, not happening. Not yet, unfortunately. I don't make the rules. I don't make the weather. I just report it. You guys need rainfall. Hopefully next week. It does look like as we transition into this upcoming weekend, into into the next upcoming weekend, and then into that next week, we actually may see the pattern shift out here. I think as we get into the third week of April, that's where all the relief comes in the severe weather, rainfall relief and severe weather for the southeast. That's what it looks like to me. Do I think Monday will go enhanced? Probably. It's not hard to get enhanced. I would say I'm close to 100%. Same with Tuesday. Close to 100%. Could go more. That's why I'm saying that. Sunday could end up going like moderate, but it also could end up going just marginal because it's so conditional. There's a possibility we see nothing on Sunday. I was hoping I'd get a storm chasing internship this summer in Alberta, but never got it. Got to deal with chasing Labrador City with 5 roads. Oh, that sucks. Hey, just head down here. Just head down here. Just move out. Just move out to the plains. You know what I mean? We'll let you in. I'll make a call. We'll let you in, and you can just move down here. Let me call my people. I'll have my people contact your people. I wish. How are you thinking the tornado odds are looking for Iowa on Monday and Tuesday? Oof, I'm so blind. Monday and Tuesday. Definitely looking spicy on Tuesday. So, this is our Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday, you're probably going to be in some sort of tornado risk both days. I don't know how intense it's going to be. I think it could be worse on Tuesday. I think you could end up getting into a 10% plus on Tuesday. Maybe you only get into a 5% on Monday, but they both could be worse than that. Okay, this is hard to do speed round on. Let me look at this for Monday really quickly. Let me look at this for Monday up there in Iowa. Nice westerly flow here. And then I keep forgetting to turn it off every stream. All right, and then let's take a look at the lower level. And so we're looking at Monday. The thing is, we don't have a ton of rotation. Our mid-level and our lower levels are moving in the same exact pattern. All right, I want to take a sounding. Let me take a sounding out here because this doesn't feel very tornadic to me. This doesn't feel very tornadic to me. Give me 1 second. Where do we want to go to? 108. Okay. Let's grab somewhere in Iowa. The rotational shear isn't very significant. The velocity's okay, though. Look, you have a marginal torque, possible hazard type. There's a little bit of rotation. A little tiny bit. Not too bad. You're going to be in a tornado threat, I think, on Monday. Yeah, you'll probably be in some sort of tornado risk zone. As of right now, it doesn't look super significant. There's time for that to change, though. It's probably going to be more significant as we get down to the south here. Let's take a look down here in Oklahoma on Monday. There you go. Southerly winds into westerly winds. This is a more impressive tornado look to me, at least just taking a look at our winds. You want some good shear. It's okay. There's okay shear, okay SRH shear out in eastern Oklahoma. That's what I meant to say. Let's take a look out in eastern Kansas on Monday. This looks more significant to me as well. There's a little bit of inhibition, but that's because I'm clicking random areas. Capping as well. Anyways, really quickly, yeah. So there, and then for Tuesday, but Tuesday does look spicy to me. Tuesday looks spicy to me. Look at this up in Iowa. This looks crazy. 129. Oh my gosh. Let me take a look at this up in Iowa on Tuesday. What is happening out here? Holy smokes. Okay, well, that was a... Let's try here. What is going on with these soundings? Let's try here. Okay, that'll do. Why am I showing no instability on these soundings at all on Tuesday? This is just wrong. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Hello? Hello? The GFS has this happening so early in the day. Oh, wait, was I? No. Oh, I might have moved to the wrong area here. Tuesday. No, this is where I want to be. Interesting. The GFS has this as an almost in late morning, early afternoon event on Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but there you go. There's almost 3,000 joules per kilogram of surface cape. Tons of instability up in Iowa on Tuesday, but I don't know why it has this happening so early in the morning. Here's our short waves. Here's our short waves late on Tuesday. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I just want to look at this. Here's our short waves late on Tuesday. This is Tuesday. Now we're talking about at around 7-ish p.m. Let me take a look at this. Okay, so we're 10 p.m. here on Tuesday. Look at what's going on here. Why isn't this is this is a very severe setup out here near the border of Iowa, Illinois, northern Missouri, southern Wisconsin. This is a very severe setup here Tuesday, but we're not seeing. Let's take a look at this. We're going to figure out what's going on here together. You've got the dew points in place. You've got your low to mid-level jet in place. You've got, look at your temperatures. You've got a baroclinic boundary, a nice baroclinic boundary, not a crazy one, but definitely an obvious baroclinic boundary setting up there. The soundings we're pulling should be crazy from right here. Am I missing something? Something is going on. You know what it is? Are we getting washed out from earlier in the day? Let's take a look. I feel like what the GFS is going to do here when I go to the composite reflectivity is throw a bunch of rainfall in this area earlier in the day and dissipate our instability before we have time for severe weather to kick off. Is that what the latest GFS is doing? Let's take a look. What's happening? Sometimes things like this don't make sense. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Oh, okay. So, well, no. I think, okay, the GFS just isn't pulling correct soundings. That's what's happening. The GFS is just being dumb. Because, no, the GFS is just being dumb. We should have crazy soundings right here. Let's see. No instability, huh? We're going to have no instability. I'm literally clicking on on top of a giant thunderstorm below 998 millibar low. No instability. Okay. The GFS is broken. Okay, guys, that was driving me crazy. I was sitting here like, what the heck could I be missing? Like, am I that dumb? No. Let's see if the Euro has it correct. The Euro probably has it correct. Here's the Euro at the same time. Let's pull a sounding on the Euro. There you go. The Euro has it correct. There you are, marginal Tor. Okay, well, stupid. The GFS is so dumb sometimes. Look at that. 3,200 joules per kilogram of CAPE. When I clicked on this back here, guys, when I saw this and I clicked on it right here, this shortwave trough here, look at this here, and the GFS showed nothing was happening. I literally thought I was actually missing something obvious, and that everyone was laughing at me in chat. Anyways, the GFS is literally just broken there. So Iowa, this whole region, and just taking a look at what's going on here, this whole region here, holy smokes. On Tuesday, this could be even pushed out further. I mean, we could be watching out further. Again, not to say that there's not going to be severe weather down here or out. This region in particular just looks crazy to me. We could have some really, really good rotational shear down here, though, and end up with a bunch of tornadoes in the southern sector. I'm just saying, if I had to point one thing out about Tuesday, holy smokes, it's up here. It's up here for sure. Especially Iowa, eastern Iowa. Northwestern Illinois. Anyone live up in northwestern Illinois? Wait, I forgot. Guys, one of my mods lives in northwestern Illinois. Hey. Purple, it's okay. There's 120 hours for this to change. And you know how much things change in 120 hours. Plenty of time. This is too far out. This is actually, I would consider, just on the outside of forecasting range. I would consider this just still an outlook, a very close outlook. I'm hyped for chasing on Tuesday. Oh, you're chasing? That's sick. Where are you going to be chasing? Tuesday, I'd assume we're going to have most of our chasers up here. Again, probably northern Missouri, portions of Iowa, northern Illinois, northeastern, eastern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas. I do think we're going to have a lot of our chasers up here. We may end up, though, depending on how things develop and change, because things are going to change, we may end up getting a bunch down here as well. We'll have to see. You can see this little kink down here as well. We have, look at these little short waves down here as well. Here's another little notch. Here's another little notch. So you have the potential for some really, really rapid firing off of storms down in the southern sector of this too. It just doesn't look as blatantly obvious as it does right here, obviously, right now. So, Guthrie, Oklahoma for severe weather. Well, I mean, Guthrie, Oklahoma, you guys are going to, where are you guys? You guys are like right next to, aren't you guys right next to OKC? Am I crazy? Aren't you guys right there? Yeah, just to the north of it. Okay. I mean, yeah, you guys, there's potential for you guys to see severe weather. I would even say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I would even say there's potential Wednesday, honestly. But your main days do look to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for severe weather. All hazards. You could end up with all hazards all 3 of those days. Hail and tornado threat. Sunday, super conditional for Oklahoma City, for Guthrie. Could be very bad. You could potentially not even see a cloud in the sky. It's really difficult to tell. I'm hoping by the time we get our short ranges updated tomorrow, we're not looking at a boatload of I'm hoping we're not looking at a bunch of, conditional capping. Again, I'm hoping it's obvious, but I don't know. Again, Monday, less conditional. You're probably going to see severe weather down here Monday, and then Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday. I don't think it really conditional at all. If you get lucky, you end up with no severe weather. You end up with no severe weather until Monday. But I think you're going to see something Saturday or Sunday. Let's see here. Where, let me see some. 1 second, guys. Try to say Eastern Iowa. Oh boy. Yeah, that's going to be a fun time. That's where it gets busy out there too. It's probably much harder to chase out in Eastern Iowa as you get to population centers. Well, I guess Iowa's not a very busy state, so probably not too hard anywhere, but that's where you want to be. At least it looks like right now for Tuesday, Eastern Iowa for sure. I actually thought I was over here when I was doing this, guys. But yeah, I did think I was over here actually. But yeah, OKC, Sunday super conditional, Monday, Tuesday, you guys got to watch out. The OKC Metro. I'm talking about really all of Oklahoma needs to be paying attention Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Unless, the Panhandle, not as much, but pretty much all of Oklahoma, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Should have an eye on the sky. These risk zones are going to expand, so all hazards are possible. All hazards are possible. I'd say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, yeah, that's what I'd say. There's plenty of flat land in eastern Iowa. Great chasing terrain. Yeah, I was actually going to say, I was like, there's a lot of cities out here, but it's Iowa. These are big cities for Iowa. They're small cities for most other locations. This is all farmland, and yeah, that's fine. It's Illinois. It's up here that gets sketchy. I'm sure people don't like chasing. I'm sure people don't like chasing up here. All right. So I'm cooked. Ay. Dublista, what's going on? Sterling, Illinois. Where are you, Sterling, Illinois? Lots of Sterlings. There you are. Alrighty. There's your Monday risk. Sterling. Potential for severe weather Monday. Potential for severe weather Tuesday. Potential for severe weather Wednesday. And I'd say potential for severe weather Thursday. We'll have to see, though. So, and again, right now Tuesday looks the worst. But it could end, again, there's time for things to change. Tuesday is looking crazy to me right now, though. Sunday has the potential to be crazy. Sunday does, but it's more conditional, like I said. All these days ahead, though, after we pass tomorrow, once we hit Saturday for like 7 days straight, there's going to be the potential for all hazards, wind, hail, tornado risk days. Once we hit Saturday, that just is how it is. With probably Sunday and Tuesday having the highest ceiling. We'll see what happens with Monday. I really want to see a good storm in Minnesota. Me too. Me too. Please. I'm safe. I have a basement. Please tell me I'm going to survive the weekend, Monday, Tuesday in Ottawa, Kansas. I'm terrified. Ottawa, Kansas. Aren't you down here? Maybe no, maybe not. Oh, no, there you are. There you are. Like I said, not as concerned about Monday. Gotta watch out Monday. Tuesday, I think the worst of it stays off to your northeast. There's worse spots to be than Ottawa, Kansas this week. I think it's worse to be down here just because of the consistency of severe weather that you're going to see. And I think because of how bad Tuesday could be, I think I wouldn't want to be up here. But like this middle section, who knows? Honestly, until we get into our short ranges for Tuesday, this does look like, and this happens a lot where you have you end up with like a enhanced or a moderate, and then you get another enhanced down here, and then the middle is just the slight to marginal. That happens a lot, and it weirdly looks like we may end up with something like that. In that case, Ottawa, you're still going to see severe weather, but your chances of seeing significant severe weather would be down. But again, this is day 6. It's really hard to tell. Same with Monday. We got to get into our short ranges. Tomorrow, we're going to be able to see out to like Monday morning, Monday afternoon. Tomorrow evening, we should be able to see what's going on with your Monday threat, and that's when it starts to potentially ramp up for Ottawa. So we'll get a lot more details on your region then. I'm feeling cooked. Listen. We're not talking about day 1 and day 2 risks. We're talking about, we're day 4 and on that looks concerning. So nothing too much to worry about. If we continue to see these looks as we get into Saturday and Sunday, yeah, that wouldn't be the best. Love to see rain in Phoenix. Are you guys gonna get some rain soon? Let's see. Let's look at the next 5 days. No, wait. No. Now you guys could pick up a tenth of an inch. Let's check a week out from now. Phoenix, no. I don't know if Phoenix is going to pick up any rain in the next week. You think this will be a tornado outbreak? If there's going to be a tornado outbreak, I'd expect it to be Tuesday. But I think one of these days is going to pop off most likely. I've been leaning Tuesday since the very beginning. I'm sticking with it for now this day. Which would be like the worst day because now we have Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago, Davenport, Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, Kansas City, Springfield, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, Wichita, Omaha. Who'd I leave out? You guys, all you guys. Grand Rapids, almost Indianapolis. This would be the worst day to have a tornado outbreak, right? Just based on where the setup is. But right now, that's when our main mid-level, upper-level feature is going to be cranking its very, very significant jet streak through this region. And that's when your instability, your dew points, your temperatures shoot up across the region, and you tend to see the Bear Clinic boundaries sharpen. That's going to be on Tuesday. So, well, it looks like it's going to be on Tuesday. I can't tell you for sure. Yeehaw! Ride 'em, cowboy. Thanks for the cowboy hat, Robo. Appreciate that. NTX was popping. I knew it was quiet. No one told me the music was off. Has it been off the whole time? Okay, I need to refill up my goblet Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Take a look at something here, actually. I want to take the latest look at the latest Rufus on here, actually, real quick. Is this loading? 000Z isn't load it. Sorry, what? Give me 1 second, guys. One second. I have to literally do work after I get off here, guys, because I'm so behind. My mods, like, just don't stop talking in my Discord all day, so now I'm super behind in my 9 to 5. They literally just, my mods just don't shut up. They're always distracting me. Okay. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Need some water. How do you know I didn't design that shirt overnight and not during my work day? No, I definitely did. I definitely designed it when I was supposed to be working. Oh, wait, should I show up really quickly before I grab some water? Should I show the stream the shirt, guys? What do you think? What do you guys think? Should I? Do you guys want to see the exclusive new Connor's Climate Corner merch? Exclusive. Hey, are you guys making fun of me in the mod chat? What's going on here? Oh, I see what you're doing. All right, I'm going to show you guys exclusive new Connor's Climate Corner merch that's coming out soon, okay? Now, I don't want everyone to freak out at once, all right? Let me, hold up. Let me open media link. Can you guys see it? Uh, 1 million tornadoes. Death. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What do you guys think about this merch idea? Just a shout out to some of my, you know, thumbnail designs. What do you guys think? I think it's appropriate for spring. We got, yeah, this one's gonna be, yeah, this one, we call this one clickbait. But if you did want to see what it might look like on you, I can show you. If you're wondering, I don't know, I want to know how it's gonna look on me. Tell me guys what you think about this. Right? So for any females in the chat, I mean, this looks good, right? There you go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Light pink. Okay. Okay, hit him with the pose. What? 1 million tornadoes, death. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Little thundercloud on the shoulder. Yes, this is in fact what I was doing when I was supposed to be working. Still my mod's fault. They're responsible for me, and they kept responding, and if they keep responding, it's my responsibility to keep responding to them. So it is still their fault. But at least we have some good merch on the way. Okay, give me a second. Let me fill up my water, and then I'll keep asking questions, or I'll keep answering questions for a little bit. Oh, almost forgot. End of times. Listen, we're gonna make some fun merch for spring. Let me do this real quick, so it's official as I walk away for 3 seconds. Be right back. I'm back. Don't be concerned. I have returned. Give me one second. Give me 1 second. All right, here I come. All right. Is there any severe weather happening right now that I should know about? Severe thunderstorm warning, northeastern Kansas. 6-mile-per-hour radar indicated winds. 3/4 inch hail. Radar indicated nothing too bad. All right, same thing here. None of these are too significant. Broad rotation. This is starting to look like a little bit of a wind issue. Heading out just to the north of St. Mary's, out east towards Rock Creek and Oskaloosa, but nothing too wild at the moment. Any more freaking anticyclonic tornadoes in California? Not right now. We do have a strong severe thunderstorm moving into Riversdale Park, Modesto, McHenry, Salida, though, out there in the San Fernando Valley, just to the south of Stockton, California. Got another severe thunderstorm warning out here in Salina. No, that's gone. Okay. These storms must be moving fast. Yeah, they are. Oh, sorry, guys. Did it again. Don't worry. You didn't miss anything. There's pretty much nothing going on. Nothing of significance. I vibe coded at SBC Outlook's site the past few days, like max velocities. Wait, what? Tufts, you... Oh, yeah, you said you were learning how to do some coding and stuff, didn't you? If I had time. If I had time, I'd do it. I love, you know... If it were up to me, I would do as many hobbies as possible. I'm a hobbyist. I love getting into things. Vibe coding is using AI. What's going on? Connor, what up, yo? What is poppin'? Houston being included in an Outlook this far out is interesting. What, is Houston in the day 7? Almost. Not quite. Almost. Typically, how long is the delivery for the merch? It depends. I've had people get the merch and it's there in 4 to 5 days. I've had people, but the deliver, there's no delivery fee, by the way. Whatever's on the site. So if it says it's like $35, it's $35. There's no delivery fee. It's a flat 30, what should be. I think there's like a tax or something on it, but it's not like there's no delivery fee. I included delivery or I pay the portion of the delivery. So, but yeah, it's 4 to 5 days. I've seen this as the quickest. The longest I've seen it take is like 2 weeks. It took almost 3 weeks one time, but that was a situation. It's supposed to take under 10 days. A lot of times it'll take around, I would say the average is closer to 5 to 7 days. That's what I would say. No 30%? You think they'll hold off? For what? For one of these days? What, for the Tuesday? Oh, no, we'll get a 30%. We'll get a 30% for Monday or Tuesday, I think. Probably Tuesday. True, Caroline. Oh, wait, guys, stop distracting me. Mod, stop. Now they're distracting me again. 30% Monday. I'd say there's potential for 30% Monday and Tuesday, yes. I don't know about if Monday, but I'd be surprised if Tuesday doesn't get a 30%. At least in the outlook, it'll go higher than 30%. Wait, more in enhanced. Oh dang, it's getting late, guys. I gotta get work done. Ugh, I gotta get work done. Will I be releasing a video tomorrow morning? I'm probably gonna be up late tonight getting a bunch of stuff done. Depends how late I stay up tonight. I've put out a video, I think, the last 3 mornings in a row. See if we can make it 4 in a row. But I should get off so I can try to get up and release an update video tomorrow morning again. Let me see. Yeah, we've done 3. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Look at your Discord server. I sent what the day 1 looks like on my site. Wait, where though? Oh, I see. Why does this look exactly like everyone else's though? How is everyone getting the same exact stuff? Like the same look, like the same color map, the same shading, the same thing in the bottom right corner, the same key. Because like even Ryan Hall, y'all, has this like. Here, let me open this. Like this is the same exact, like Max Velocity when he does this thing has this look. Ryan Hall, y'all, has this look, and now you have this look. How is everyone getting the same exact graphic? Because everyone is doing it with AI, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, you're probably right. Man. Okay, you do need to teach me how to do this. It's actually kind of cool. Wow, interesting. Cause I just noticed today that Ryan Hall, y'all, and Max Velocity, their new maps and modeling they're using look identical, but they're supposed to be I think they're supposed to be their own. I don't know, dude. Everything's blending into one. Regardless, I want to learn how to do that stuff. Again, I don't even know when the heck I'm going to have time with my 9 to 5 and doing my weather content with my kids. I need to clone myself. I can just change your name to my name. Should I just hire you, Tufts, to do this stuff for me? Yeah, Quinn said same graphics person. They're making a fortune. There's definitely a graphics guy who works for a few people. I know that for sure because I can tell with all their graphics and modeling. Also, there's a few guys who do everyone's who do a bunch of people's overlays because I can tell even if they look a little bit different, I can tell they're all the same exact. It's the same exact coder. All right, guys. I'm heading off. Will I stream tomorrow night? Possibly. I'll let you know if I'm gonna or not. But I am gonna try to put out another updated video tomorrow morning. So I got to get working on my mainly James Peters. I thought he was just a meteorologist. Hey, John, what's popping? All right, listen, I got to get off. I got to get some stuff done. I will likely be posting another video tomorrow morning, and we'll see about the live stream. I might just take off, hang out, go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Have an adult beverage or two tomorrow night. Fridays is my B-dubs night, guys. It's kind of my ritual. Everyone have a great night. Just remember, we probably have at least 8 days of severe weather in a row across the plains and Midwest. We could have 9 days. So interesting. I'm going to continue to update you guys. Again, I might take tomorrow off of streaming. If I do, I'll be back on Saturday, but I'll probably have another updated video for you guys tomorrow morning. And I'll do what I did with the video this morning. I'll get right to it. We'll just get right to talking about severe weather after that. Appreciate all you. Oh, yeah, don't forget to join the Discord. It's completely free. It only costs me money. It costs you nothing. There's the link to my Discord on YouTube. Just add me, Connor's Climate Corner. Connor's Climate Corner. Just add me on Discord as a friend. If you add me as a friend, I'll add you, invite you to the Climate Crew. You'll be in the Discord. Plenty of updates. Almost 700 people in there now. It's the best weather Discord out there. Or just go to any of my videos on YouTube and just click the link in the description. It's completely free. Somehow I'm always late to your lives. And I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Kirsten, join the Discord because then you'll always know when I'm hopping on. Join Connor's Climate Corner on Discord. Then you'll always know. All right, guys. See ya. Or I'm gonna keep rambling my mouth.